Good evening, everybody. Hello, Gary. Hello, Crystal. How's everybody doing on a Tuesday evening? Hopefully, everybody's nice and dry and cozy and warm. Hello, Gene. How's Gene Hudson doing? And let's see, is everybody starting to slide in? Let's see here. Truthy Ruthie, hello there. How's Truthy? And Nana Kim, hello there. War Criminal, welcome there. War Criminal, nice to see you there. Hopefully you're doing good down south. Standing Stones, welcome. Welcome, everybody. And Roger Blair, can't forget about Roger. So what's going on, Kelly?
Well, I thought tonight we'll talk about just mediumship. And if anybody has somebody that they want contacted, just let me know their name and we'll see if we can contact them.
Oh, interesting. Hello, welcome, Judy. Can't forget about Judy there. Okay, yeah. So start us out. I'm interested.
Well, being a medium, you pick up on, you can speak and talk and tell the story of passed on people, and it doesn't even matter where you are. You can pick up on the history of people wherever you go. There's history everywhere. And then the spirits will come and talk to you and you can tell their story, you know. Um, and it's nice to be able to give closure to the family and the friends. Like when people are grieving, you can help them get closure with the people that have passed on, and they can tell you things that only they and them know, so an acknowledgement that it's really them.
Right. That is true.
Like you can, like I've said before, you can uh, smell. It's like a movie: taste, touch, and smell. Hear, see, and smell, taste, and touch, and vision. So and they'll be emphatic about talking about something. Sometimes people won't remember, and then later on they will. Like they'll talk about a necklace. Well, I don't have no necklace. Well, maybe they gave it to somebody else to give to you and they forgot, and then they find out like later that there was a necklace that was supposed to be given to them down the road.
That is
Or
correct.
different cars. They talk. People love different things. Cars or watch or uh, an ism, like how people have like a wry sense of humor, or somebody that used to whittle, little tiny things like that.
Now, I tell people, right, that if I give them a message, don't interrupt me, don't ask any questions, because sometimes it's just a bunch of pictures that comes to me, right, and it doesn't
Right,
make any sense to me. So if somebody shows me like a color of a flower, that doesn't mean anything to me, but it may mean something to you, right?
right,
So, but don't ask any questions. If something does come to me, just let it flow. And if it doesn't make sense, just say it doesn't make sense at this moment. Just like when you told me about having to see a dentist when I moved, I laughed at you. And look what happened not even 45, 50 days after I moved. I had to go see a dentist, didn't I?
yep,
So it doesn't make sense. Hey, Irene and everybody, it doesn't make sense at the time, but you just got to go with the flow. And
right,
sometimes it may not even manifested yet, like you said.
right. In the same way with like, you'll go da 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 da, and people go no 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 no, and then down the road they'll call you and let you know that yeah 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 yeah. Like we have no skin. Like I tell people, no skin off my nose. I have no need to be right. I'm just telling you the message of what they're telling me, and I can't help what the past on or the dead people tell me, because I lovingly call them the dead. You know.
Right. And the Nana boss says always hesitate telling people stuff because it mostly doesn't make sense. And sometimes it doesn't, right? There's been times where Kelly would tell me stuff for other people. I had to check with family members to validate things because I didn't know. So, yes. So, absolutely. I totally agree with that.
So, well, I saw some questions flash by, but I wasn't looking. Somebody said there, somebody had a question. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, Nana Kim says, I have a question. I heard 3 taps this morning. It sounded like my phone charger hitting the floor. Was someone visiting me?
Yes, it was a male.
Interesting. I wonder who that could be.
Hold on. They have a connection with August, and it feels like maybe a grandpa. So I don't know what the connection to August is. And it would be a grandfather on her father's side. So
And War Criminal says, and I already knew this, War Criminal. I just never said it out loud. Kelly predicted something about a documentary. I knew about the documentary, and I knew you was going to turn it down from Small Town Monsters for the LBL. So yes, Kelly did predict that for you. I remember that show. Absolutely. So Irene states psychics can pick up different things and different aura from different parts of the body and know how we heal and see things from different perspectives and people. Yes.
yes.
Joanne Stewart. Hello, 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 Joanne Stewart. Does Miss Kelly feel anything my way?
Well, keep on your trajectory and you're going to see fruition of a wish like within the next 6 months.
Interesting. Eric says, then I don't have to tell you. You already know what I'm sending you. Yes, I know what you're sending me. You're sending me a REM pod. Or a REM ball. Sorry. So, yes. So, absolutely. But, there's some things that I'm not going to mention his name, but there's somebody that I just poke at him from time to time. Like just poke at him. But I like messing with non-believers until they become believers sometimes. But it's interesting. What other questions do you have? What are the do's and don'ts of psychic mediums? That's always a good
Well,
question to
you
always get.
always protect yourself and you always ask that it's the highest energy because sometimes you can get tricky spirits. So you always have to make sure that it's the right energy.
And
And another thing is sometimes you ask if the person is ready to hear it or not. So sometimes you have to, pick and choose what you tell them. It's not keeping secrets, it's just what they can handle and what they can't handle. And interesting thing is, right after somebody has passed, sometimes it's hard to hear them. Like if they passed, like sometimes people want you to talk to them and they've only passed a week or so. They don't know how to modulate the energy and they sound like they're under the water and they can't speak properly and they sound garbled.
Joanne Stewart wants to know what happens to unborn souls. That is a very good question.
They wait to be born.
That is a very good question.
There's a place called the Gaia where the baby souls are held. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but
Now Eric says, okay, now I do have a question, Kelly Joe. How do you protect yourself?
always say a prayer before you do anything and ask for the highest light.
There you go, Eric. And if you need prayers, I got plenty of prayers, and I know Kelly Joe will share them with you as well. He says, okay, thank you.
I was given a prayer. Now I use our Lord Jesus Christ, but you don't have to believe the way I do. But my prayer is, I'm covered by the white light of our Lord Jesus Christ, and I ask that only those beings that of our Lord Jesus Christ be present. I'll accept no others. I ask that this reading be true and correct for this person. And thank you, amen. That's my prayer.
Interesting. Nanabos. Can Kelly Joe connect with unborn souls?
Yeah, when I do a reading for somebody that's going to have children, I see their children, and I always see them as age of 2, and they're either a little boy or a little girl, and they have their hand on their thigh. If their hand's on your thigh, one drop will do you. You can use dynamite, and if the child wants to come in, they're going to come in.
Oh,
It's like, hi, I'm here, I'm coming in.
wow. Oh, that's so
I've
funny.
seen that happen many times. I've had people tell me I can't get pregnant. And it's like, you still got an ovary and you still got tubes and stuff. Even if you have one, yeah.
Wasn't it? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it your show that you were like, "Oh, you're gonna have a baby"? And they're like, "What?"
I
And
think,
they're like, "No, I'm not." And you're like, oh,
yeah, I
yeah."
think so.
And she ended up coming back, ladies and gentlemen, months later, and she was like, "I'm pregnant."
Yep,
And
yep,
she did not. She called Kelly Joe everything besides a psychic medium.
yep. She wasn't a happy camper.
No, she was not. So, but she did not she did not do the yay thing when because it just came out. She asked for a reading, and Kelly was just like, and you're gonna have a baby, and she's like, what?
I
And she was
know,
like, and I mean, and
but
I think her family was watching too. I think the show as well.
I think so.
So yeah, and it was very, ladies and gentlemen, very awkward. And I always tell people on the shows, in past shows, if you're gonna ask somebody with abilities questions, prepare yourself.
Well, yeah, because it's not that we're cruel or mean. Sometimes it just comes out and you can't help it. I mean, you can take my mouth shut and it'll come out my ears.
Wow, yeah. I wish y'all could. Not only Gene Hudson was the T reading one, there was another one. It was a different one, but it caused a little bit of. But that was another T reading one. Let's see, Nana Kim. I was hoping the tapping of her was a brother who passed in December 2022.
All right.
Do
So
you have anything from him?
what is his name? I
Nana
need,
Kim, what is your brother's name? Let
yeah.
me scroll down to bottom here. Then I'll go back up. Gary
Okay.
Spike said Crystal J asked a question. I must have missed it. I'll go back and look.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Nana, what is his name? His name is Larry.
He says he's looking forward to the holidays and he says he likes the new color you picked. So did you paint a room or something? And he's also showing me, did he restore a car at one point in time? Because there's something about restoring of an older car. And he had such a great laugh and a great sense of humor. He loved to tease you.
Let's see if we get anything from that. And I found Crystal's question.
Okay.
Give her time to type here.
And then Larry's also showing me a lake.
No restoring a car, but right on with his personality.
Okay. Maybe the car belongs to somebody else in the room. Sorry about that. Sometimes it jumbles.
Then Crystal, I just had it. She says, my mom passed a year and a half ago. Sorry to hear that. Just want to know if she's okay.
Oh, your mom's totally fine. She picked the age of 37.
There you go, Crystal.
And she says that you're a great daughter and you're very thoughtful and kind. That's what makes you you. And she says there's something that there's like some kind of a learning. She's showing me a book, so I don't know what she's maybe a class that she wants to take and interested in or something. There's something about books and learning around her. Her mom's emphatic about that. And she says, I send you kisses and hearts. She's saying that. And whenever you feel something on the forehead, it's your mom.
Interesting. Holly jumped in. She said, I think you're talking about my dad, Lee Warren.
Oh, about restoring of the car? Because I'm seeing like a 1957, it looks like maybe a Chevy, and it had like the chrome, and it had sort of like the rounded rear end. You know how they have the stoplights on the back end with the rounded, and it was very rounded.
And he came to live with us in our lake house, she says.
Cool.
That actually happened the other night on her show. I was trying to get a reading, and somebody butted in front of me, and another family member to another person in the group was outspoken. And then Judy Greenfield, are my daughter and her husband ever going to have a child? Oh, are they watching?
Yes, they're going to have a boy first and then a little girl. Now, do twins run in the woodpile?
Uh-oh. Welcome, Doris.
There's twins somewhere.
Judy, does twins run in the family? Look at that. Yes.
There you go. I got goosebumps. See?
Wow. Interesting. Or the hopefully they're trying. Hopefully I can say that, and hopefully they're watching. So yes, that's pretty interesting. Because I never forget that conversation. That was I don't remember what episode that was besides the twin one, but that was funny.
Yeah.
Sit over here, Yolanda. I always hope for twins for her. Aw.
Yeah, you get a twofer.
Twofer. I haven't heard that in a long time. When I wrote that guy citations, he said I got a twofer. My lieutenant asked me. I talked to my old lieutenant today, by the way.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I got to call him after the show. So, hello, Barb. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Have you? Welcome. Let's see here. Ona, my dad has restored several cars. That was his hobby. The last two were 68 Camaros.
Lovely car. Yep.
Interesting. So, I'm going through the comments
but
here.
It's a lot of fun doing this work. You know, you get to meet so many neat people and spirits, you know, and each one's individual and different. You know, it's a lot of fun.
I never forget when Barb Hartman's mother came through on that one show, was using that REM pod and stuff, and that was interesting.
I bet that was neat.
Hello, Virgil from Manchester, England. Welcome. Nice to have you. Do you have any questions you'd like to have answered, or you want to reach out to anybody? Let's see here.
Now, did your mom have a brother that passed on?
My mother?
Yeah.
I think she did. Yes.
Well, he's been around lately, so tell her that he's around. Now, I'm hearing the name Robert, so there's a Robert out there for somebody that in the room, too. So
interesting.
I don't know who Robert belongs to, but there's a passed on man named Robert, and he was called Bobby by friends. So, And then there's also a Clara, an Aunt Clara.
War Criminal says my dad's name's Robert.
Okay, then is your dad passed on?
War Criminal. Waiting on you.
Okay.
Bobby was his nickname.
Okay. Then that's for you.
Yes.
And he's around you lately. And he's the one that's been moving things in your work area. So if things are moving, that's your dad. Let you know he's around. He's laughing.
Nana Kim wants to know, have you ever connected to any famous people?
Yeah, a couple times.
That's interesting. See, I don't know. See, you're people like you though can see things, right?
Right.
That's I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could personally handle that. Bad enough you can hear things.
Well, to me, it's not scary. It just is. It's like, it's as real as you sitting here when I see dead people.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
evident because every time I think about that, I think about when Peter was at the doctor's. Remember last month, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, and ever that lady got real mad and got up and she's like, "You're crazy. Something's wrong with you." And Peter was like, "What? What did I do?" And he was sitting there talking to a spirit in the
Well,
waiting
yeah.
room.
And I
And
get it. I get it.
and that lady was just went off on him. Peter's like, Peter is so innocent, right? He didn't know what was going on. But I mean, I would love to have been there when that happened. Virgil, my grandmother always said, never trust a man with a beard before she got carted off to a lunatic asylum. Any thoughts, guys? Well, I guess you're just out of luck because I got a long beard. You just can't tell because I got a black shirt. There it goes. There, see, it's fluffy. I put
Yeah, I
conditioner in
don't.
it.
That's your grandma's thing. It's not everybody's thing.
Yeah. Poor Peter. Peter didn't have a beard, but Peter would look funny with the beard. But that was funny because Peter was like, how Peter is so innocent. He was like, what? What? So, but yeah. But Asylum, I haven't heard of Asylum in years. That must have been way back in the day.
Yeah, way back.
So, what do you think's going on upstairs? I feel the energy shifted again.
Yeah, it did. I think, well, we have Mercury in retrograde again.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's happening. So communications, mechanical, all that stuff gets affected when we have that. So, but I also feel like we're starting to have a shift of other things too, like higher energetics is starting to come in. Thank goodness, you know.
Aussie Sue, Kelly Joe, any messages for me, please?
Well, there's like an opening up. You're going to get more spiritual interventions and more prophetic dreams than you've had in a long time. And this year for you is all about family.
Interesting.
And what somebody else wants to know something when they say,
Nana Kim, I've been feeling zippy lately. Only way I can explain it. Zippy, that's the energy shift and stuff. Something's coming for sure. Yeah, I felt it probably about a week ago of the shift, but it's weird how you feel it. It really is. I don't know. Everybody feels it differently, I think.
Yeah, but I feel like it's happening. It's going to happen. So,
Standing Stone 1776 says, Kelly Joe, do you see a place slash home for my daughter?
yes, I see you guys looking into buying a home, and it'll be like a little villa, bungalowy type little house, a 3-2. So I see that. And it's not far from where you live. So, and you'll be able to, it feels like it's for sale by owner. And it's, if you take off the roof, it looks like the shape of a T, like that. And it's like maybe if you go out your door, it'd be like within a 25-mile radius to the right of where you live. So look in that area.
Aussie Sue says, thank you, Kelly Joe. Doris,
You're
Kelly
welcome.
Joe, anything for me? Doris Landry. Welcome to the show,
Are you
Doris.
are you planning a trip? Because there's like a trip with a friend, and a lot more laughter and a lot more fun and lightness. You're gonna feel the most light and peaceful that you felt in a long time.
So, Doris, are you planning on a trip?
Oh, she's also might get gifted with a little dog. I don't know if she can have a little dog, but somebody's going to try to give her a little dog. It's like a purse dog, and it's because the person can't take care of it anymore. So that's going to happen.
Doris says yes. And Aussie Sue comes back. My dreams have been much more vivid lately, and I'm waking up 3:33:30 lately on remembering the dreams. Wow.
Yeah, angelic realm, the trine.
Hello, Derek. Welcome to the show. Interesting.
3 symbolizes the trine, the Trinity.
Gary Spike Sr., Kelly Joe, am I ever going to get my house back?
Yes, I don't know how, but you will. It was a mess beforehand, but yes, you will. I see that.
Good. Glad to hear that. Let's see here. Carol Ann says, hello, Kelly Joe.
Hello.
Hello, Summer Jones. Welcome. Let's see here. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen, that you want
Yeah.
to ask? Or I'm going through the comments. And it says, okay, thanks. My daughter's been in it for 8 years. LOL. So, Standing Stones. My daughter wants her own place, but it's so expensive. With the interest rates and stuff, it is.
Yes, but the rates will go down next year, I think.
It's crazy. Now, Yolanda states, my niece passed away 2 years ago. Anything from her? Yolanda, what's her name? Oh, toe cramp.
Ouch.
See if she gives us a name here. Yolanda,
Yeah.
name? Brianna.
She's come to visit you in dreams. Do you remember dreaming her? She says that you've dreamed her. she's saying that her mental is clear now. And she's standing there. She goes, I told you it'd be okay.
She says, OMG, yes.
So there you go. And she was quite sassy.
Barb Hartman, Kelly Joe, can you tell me who my spirit guide is? And thank you very much.
Your spirit guide, main guide's name is Ralph. And he's just a regular brown-haired, green-eyed, straight hair guy, square jawline, like a Romanesque nose and thin lips. He's your main guide. And then you also have like a Lakota Native American Indian brave as a guide. Those are the two that I see for you.
Aussie Sue comes back. One more question, Kelly Joe. That man that we talked about across the pond, is he getting any closer?
Yes. So just be patient.
Summer Jones comes in, living in northern Minnesota. I dread the bitter cold of winter more each year. This year, is there a chance of me going south for a few months?
Yes, you're going to visit.
And this is a terrible one. I hate to read it. I'm sorry to hear that, Joanne. Joanne Stewart writes, does my dad know he was burnt in a fire? And I'm so sorry for him. Is he okay?
Yes, he's no longer stuck in the death state. He's okay. He's crossed away from that. He's healthy. He's fine. He picked the age of 47.
I hate to hear that. Nanoboss. Kelly Joe, I lost my brother many years ago. I miss him so very much. Is he okay? And does he come around to me at all?
Oh, he's fine. And he sits on your bed and you dream him all the time. There's a spiritual restaurant and garden that you meet your passed on people in. So he's in contact with you a lot. He likes the right-hand corner of your living room. I don't know what he'd like over there, but there you go.
Welcome, Haley Hughes, to the show. Nice to have you. And Haley Hughes comes in. Anything for me, please?
You need to rest and take a break because you're going 24/7. So you need to do that. And then you're going to have like a good change in 2024, and it looks like it'll be summertime. Summertime has always been your change time. So look for that.
Jesse C. comes in, looking for my missing uncle, Frank Christensen. Disappeared in 1978. Family thinks he's passed.
Yes, he has passed. He had a lot of demons. Like he felt like an addictive, compulsive personality. And he was a lone woofy person anyway. But he's fine now. He's okay.
Kathy A. Any reading on my son, Nick?
Is he up for a promotion? He should be up for a promotion. And there could be a move across state for him. And I think that'll come through a person that he knows, a great job offer, and he'll go for it. And I'm seeing him moving more west. So that's what I'm getting.
Welcome, Marine Lawn. I'll be right with you. Welcome. Nice to have you. Anthony Lewis, anything picked up on anything on a job for me, please?
Now, you'd be a good, head over people. You know, like that's the kind of thing that you'd be good at, you know, like overseeing people. And you're great with people. So have you thought of anything like that? That'd be good.
Oh, her name is Marilyn Monroe. It's French. Oui. Nice to have you.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, Joanne Stewart, I'm so sorry. She wants to know, did my husband understand that I had to take him off life support?
Yes, he was totally okay with it. He knew he was done. He wasn't there. He was standing outside his body anyway. You know, and he loves you very much, and you are a good wife. You took good care of me. And he goes, thank you.
Yes. Haley wants to know, who are my gods, please?
She has a female that has dark black hair, bangs, and blue eyes, but she's never been human or anything. She's in like a blue gown. You've seen her since you're a kid. That's what I'm seeing for you right now.
Interesting.
And there's nothing to forgive. Joanne Stewart, your husband's saying that.
It's really tough losing a loved one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it totally is. You know,
It's a burden on your heart, especially when you have to make decisions you don't know if you can make or not,
yeah, and it's
if they're
really
right or wrong. Yes, it's very hard.
right.
Standing stones. Kelly Joe, do you feel my dad at all?
Yeah, didn't I do your dad? I thought I did him already. Yeah, he's around you. Um, do you have like a workshop that you tinker in or something? Because he's around there and he loves to hang out the right hand side of your living room and in your hallway. So I don't know what I'd be attracted to there. And then um, sometimes he rides shotgun in the car with you. So he's right next to you.
Haley says, thought I seen my gods as a child. Thank you. Yes, I do. Ah, fireplace I built.
Yeah, he was right there watching you do it. It's like whispering in your ear. Sometimes he whispers how to do something. If you can't figure it out, he'll help you.
That's interesting.
It's like, oh, you need to place that there, so that's okay, you know.
That's all right, Truth to Ruth. Do you have any questions? Haley says, I see a lot of spirit animals, especially dogs. So it sounds like she has some gifts as well.
Yes.
Standing Stone says he's a joker. He would definitely hit on you too, Kelly Joe. That's funny. Marie, any guidance for me, Kelly Joe? Maria?
Follow your heart, not your head. You overthink everything. Everything doesn't need to be analyzed. And you're on the right pathway. There is like a change in career for you too. So
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't know who these people belong to, but there's a whole bunch of Navy people in here saluting. So, who is it that had all the Navy people?
Haley sees I see a whole lot when I'm tired or drunk.
Well, that opens you up. Be careful.
She says I'm Army.
Did you have Navy people? Because there's a whole bunch of Navy people saluting here. They're wearing the dress blues, the white cap and all that.
Hello, Anna D. Welcome. Nice to have you.
Somebody was asking me something and I missed
yes,
it.
Yes, it's right here. And I want to ask about my health. Truthy Ruthie.
Now, I'm not a doctor or anything, but change in diet would help. Lots of inflammation. Oh, my lordy, girlfriend. Does Arthur run in your family? Because I feel Arthur. But after diet change and stuff, that will help. Maybe some tart cherry juice might help you. So, but I see like improvement all around this year for you.
I have Nana Kim and Barb Hartman. Nana Kim says my great uncle was in the Navy. He died on the USS Arizona at Pearl Harbor. And Barb Hartman says I have Navy people.
Well, there you go. My hair's standing up because there's like 5 of them standing here saluting.
Interesting. No, I did not, Anna D. I did not find the connection to Susan. I think that was more towards Peter, I think. Truthy Ruthie says, thank you.
You're welcome.
And let me get Kelly Joe's information up here. Let's see. Kelly Joe. This is how you can reach Kelly Joe at any time. So you can check her out.
Well, I hope that helped people understand how mediumshipping works.
Yes, absolutely. Kelly Joe at 1009@gmail.com. Also at www.kellyjoepsychic.com. You can reach out to her at any time.
Yep.
She's very easy to get a hold of. Make sure and tell her you saw her on her show. Now, next Tuesday, we got it off for Thanksgiving. So Tuesday, we won't have Kelly Joe, but her show at 9 o'clock will resume. So from coast to coast around the world, we'll call it a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on the next show. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Night.